Another thing that's actually been confirmed and has been talked about during training camp is how hard they have been working and how much more physical Redick wants them to be. Luka Doncic hinted at it. After being asked to describe his first Lakers training camp in 3 words, he said the following: fun, excitement, and hard. Really with the emphasis on that last one. Hard being how hard they have been working, the conditioning level that Redick wants them to be at, how much more physical he wants them to be, even tracking their conditioning and how much they're moving on the court. And yes, he really is doing that, and really not that surprising with how big of a psycho Redick tends to be. And according to himself, Austin Reeves has put in the most work and has been the guy that's been moving around the most throughout training camp. Even apart from that, Redick's saying that the players probably don't like him very much right now, in a joking manner, but really hinting at how hard he has been pushing them, how hard he wants their conditioning level to be up, and how much different he wants them to look as compared to last season in a few regards. Likely in regard to their transition defense, their conditioning level and ability to run throughout the entire game. He wants to make that a point and doing it early and often too. In fact, he even went into detail about the conditioning that they have been doing, saying that they ended practice today with making the team do a series of full court sprints, initially doing 6 lengths in 34 seconds, followed by doing 10 lengths to the court in a minute, and then once again ending with more 6 lengths in 34 seconds. That's where the quote came from, Redick saying, "I don't know if they like me right now." And overall here, they're definitely trying to build up the intensity. Again, getting their conditioning level up. They want to be running early and often, even throughout preseason, and we probably will see a glimpse of that tomorrow night.
I can say we're in better shape than we were 3 days ago. And I feel like our group is talking more than we were 3 days ago. So something we talked about before practice. We're trying to build something. We're trying to get from a point A to a very far distant point B, and this is going to take time. But the daily commitment is what's important, and the guys have been great all 3 days.
Would you say better physically, mentally, all of it?
I don't know if they like me right now for what we just finished the practice with, but the physical part of it, I thought these guys were great. Their commitment to running, their commitment to being physical. I thought execution-wise and all the live play for a group that hasn't been together, I would say was very above average.
After all, we heard a lot about him talking about championship shape, quote unquote, something that he mentioned probably 5 to 10 times during their introductory press conference, mentioning it more throughout their first media day interviews, and even something that they have been wearing on shirts and writing on chalkboards and showing throughout their training camp and practice facility. Once again, he's been talking about it, mentioning championship shape again following their 3rd day of training camp, something they literally have highlighted in the gym. So it's not something that he's trying to shy away from, not something that he's bluffing about. He wants them to be in championship shape, and again, he's not shying away from doing it and showing it too. Neither in regard to vocalization or showing it by having them do stuff on the court. I mean, pretty much the entire team is talking about it. I mentioned what Luka Doncic had to say and him citing the word hard to describe their training camp, but it's not only been him. Another player that's talked about it and gave a pretty great quote to describe how hard they've been working happened to be Gabe Vincent. Following day 3 of training camp, he gave a pretty good quote to sum it up. When being asked about the championship shape thing that Redick has been pushing, Gabe Vincent said the following: "If we all hate you, I think that's a good thing collectively," when referring to JJ Redick and how much he has been pushing them throughout training camp.
Yeah, I mean, I told JJ about a week or two ago, I said, if we all hate you, but we all hate you collectively, that's great, So as long as we're together in it, you know what I mean? Obviously, no one wants to run at the end of a long practice, but we know the goal we have set for ourselves, and we know what we're trying to do moving forward. And we all embraced it, we all got the run in, and we all got better for it.
And I mean, if I had to guess, I imagine that Redick is sick of them giving up way too many points per game in transition last season. For example, they were a bottom 5 team in fast break points per game given up to their opponent last season, giving up nearly 17 of them per game. That's bottom 5 in the entire NBA. Then when you tack on the fact that they were a poor defensive rebounding team, a poor offensive rebounding team, a poor team at protecting the rim after giving up an offensive rebound, that's not a good combination. Yes, it's partially due to their size or lack thereof post-trade deadline, but it also came down to some of their effort and work as well, especially in regard to getting back on defense. So I imagine that's part of and probably a pretty big reason for why Redick is making it such a point this early, even throughout training camp as well. And well, I for one love it. If it wasn't directly addressed this early, even with the signing of a guy like Marcus Smart who definitely should help with it, then it might not be something they immediately look to change, or maybe change enough to where Redick wants them to be at. So combining that with it, combining the addition of a Marcus Smart for example, should have the Lakers trending in a much better and different direction on defense next season. And well, that's pretty much what we got for day 3 of training camp. The injury updates, the confirmation of who's not playing in their first preseason game, the guy that might be the replacement for a LeBron or Rui Hachimura going forward, the mentality, the championship shape that Redick wants them to be in, and how hard he has been pushing them throughout training camp. But I think that'll pretty much do it for this one, and if you enjoyed the video, then I'll greatly appreciate it if you dropped a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell to never miss out when I upload a video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day or night.